Hey guys, it's Eve from Build a Business You Love, back with another small business video. Remember, here we actually discuss real life small business issues, things that they don't teach us in school, and things that people really don't pay attention to, right? So thank you so much, guys, for watching all of my little videos and all of my little YouTubes. I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, all the love. Today, we're going to be talking about website domains and how it relates to small business, as well as ICANN and what that is and how it applies to your small business. So let's get into it. So, first of all, I want to, if you've been watching my channel, my videos, and you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time to do so. Make sure that you guys subscribe. I noticed that I have a lot of views, but not a lot of subscriptions. So, guys, if you can subscribe, I really do appreciate it. So let's get into it. So let's first talk about what a domain is in the first place, right? A domain is a unique web address that can be acquired through a domain registration. Usually, domain names consist with a website name and a domain name extension. What does that mean? It's basically where your website lives, right? So if you have a www.chase.com or www uh, I don't know, Wikipedia.com or Zoom.com. That's where your business's website lives, right? So that's the address. So that's the domain address. So if you're ever confused about what a domain is, just think address for your website. Okay. A good domain can strengthen your brand and can help your audience find your website. So as you can imagine, a lot of people often fight over domains, right? And they have because they can, potentially help your business in a lot of positive financial ways. There's a lot of positive financial benefits. For example, if you go to, I don't know, homes.com, you know that homes.com is going to have homes on it, right? If you type in homes on the Google search, then homes.com may pop up, right? Or it can help your business. So that's why I'm discussing this as well, because new business owners don't really have an understanding of why a website domain associated with your business is so important, right? That concept is very important. So, say for example, I want to discuss cyber squatting, for example, right? And cyber squatting is basically when someone has bad intentions on purchasing your domain, your website's address before you do, and try to sell it back to you. Okay. So cyber squatting is actually a negative practice that a lot of, companies, scammers, people that, just try to get money easily do to small business owners. So these are things that you should be aware of. So an example of that is, say if you launch a website and you decided on xyz.com, that's your domain name, right? And you realize, hey, somebody has already have that, right? And they decided to get it just on the strength that you were going to get it, just so they can sell it back to you. So it's a practice known as cyber squatting. And in the 90s, it was a real serious thing because, the internet was just starting to get popping. Right. People were starting to reserve those domains. And we knew that internet shopping, e-commerce was going to be the next best thing, right? So in 1989, there was a federal law that was passed called the Anti-Cyber Squatting Consumer Protection Act, which actually made it illegal for people to cyber squat, purchase domains just on the strength to block you from getting it and just reselling it to you. They made that practice illegal. Okay. And it was important because we have to understand what these addresses are. These website addresses are important for your business's branding. It's important for your business's name. People have lawsuits over domain names. Okay, so don't get it twisted. All right. Um, Domain names are worth a lot of money, because you may be asking yourself, what does this have to do with small business? Domain names are worth a lot of money. You can think about how much homes.com is worth, how much chase.com is worth, how much youtube.com is worth. And I'm not talking about the business. I'm talking about the domain name. Yes, just that name, just that address is worth a lot of money. Think about how much Yahoo or Google, .com is worth. Think about if you were to go to google.com and you couldn't find it, or you go to google.com and something else is there, right? That's their business. So if that wasn't there when you search for it as a Google customer, so to speak, or researcher, what do they have? So these things are worth a lot of money. So it's important that you guys pick a good domain and keep it secure. Okay. Like I mentioned before, the cyber squatting, it's also known as domain squatting, is the practice of registering or trafficking or using an internet domain name with bad faith or intent to profit from the goodwill of a trademark or a domain belonging to someone else. Okay. Because of that, they had incorporated the ICANN rules. And the ICANN stands for Internet Corporation for Assigned Names. Yep. They had to actually come up with a group of people to be able to regulate domains. Okay. So if you thought that this scam isn't worth anything, no, domains are big business for a lot of people. So never get it twisted. So they're the internet group that's in charge of the internet domain policies, ICANN. So you may see ICANN when you are possibly trying to purchase a domain for your business. You may see some information about ICANN in the policy or rules when you're purchasing your domain. ICANN's mission is to help ensure a stable, secure, and unified global internet. So, because of this, they've instilled a 90-day rule. And I'm going to tell you in a second why this is important for your small business. This means that you cannot move your domain for 90 days. And I'm going to go back to that in a second. This is why you need to keep your information private and concealed, because domains can be sold. People buy domains, people sell domains. And in many cases, it's very much legal, right? So you have marketplaces like GoDaddy, or other places that actually buy and sell domains, right? They may be at a higher cost, and you may also have to pay them a fee, but they have marketplaces where you can legally sell and purchase domains. So say if, for example, a domain that you wanted isn't available, but it's for sale on, say, GoDaddy.com or GoDaddy Marketplace. This is separate from just GoDaddy. This is the marketplace where individuals are selling domains. So you may have an interest in a particular domain that someone else is selling. Now, sometimes these domains can get really expensive. This is where you'll see the 2,000 and 16,000. I've seen $100,000 domain being sold. So this is, big business. So don't sleep on the scams that can go on through domain selling. Okay. You could also buy a domain, but also consider extension. So say, for example, if the domain you wanted isn't available, you can consider extensions like instead of .com, .co or .biz. Okay. And you can also purchase the .co or .biz for your business as well. So say if, for example, you have homes.com, homes.com could also purchase homes.co, homes.biz, homes.org, right? So you can do that as well for your business if you decide to, so that no one else can get it. No matter how you feel about Donald Trump, I know when he was running in his first election, he purchased all of the domains that were related to his name, his franchise, his brand, so that no one else can get it. So you can do that as well. You can, if they're available, you can purchase those extensions that's related to your business's name. Right now, I mentioned that we're going to go back to that 90-day rule for I hit the wrong button. Back to that 90-day rule for ICANN. So With ICANN and the 90-day rule, you have to remember that you can't move your domain for 90 days. So say if you purchased a domain through Wix.com and you say, I really want to go with Shopify now. You have to wait 90 days to move your business's domain address from one platform to another. So you need to be very strategic and think it through on which platform you're going to use for your business. Okay. Are you going to use Wix? Are you going to use GoDaddy? Are you going to use, I think Google no longer has the domains. Are you going to use Shopify? Whatever it is you're going to use, just keep in mind that for 90 days, you won't be able to move it at all. So that's the ICANN rule, guys. And if you don't already know, I have a small business startup academy that I am starting up. And I already have a course on event-based startup management and operation, and people are really loving it. You can check the reviews. But I'm also creating courses on, I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm also creating courses on state-specific ways on how to start your business, to include naming your business, virtual address and email, and how to set that up, domain and websites, and how to figure all that out. Registered agents, and what that is, business registration, sales tax and use tax, EIN, DUNS, NATES, codes, and beneficial owner, because that's new. As well as permit, CFO, zoning, how to set up a business bank account and what's needed for that, point of sale systems and what that is, insurance for your business, as well as social media and branding tips will also be in these courses, and they're specific to your state. So we'll have one for Alabama, one for California, one for New York, one for Georgia. And it's specific to your state so that you don't have to, have any guessing, right? There's no guessing involved. And of course, my courses are always affordable, always affordable. So, and also be sure, guys, I have free Facebook groups that you guys can also join, one of which is the Event Space Startup Facebook group. It's called the Event Space Startup in Management and Decor group. You can check that out and join that group, and these are free. And also you can check out my Starting a Small Business for Beginners. That's for the United States only. So no businesses from any other country. Okay. And that's pretty much it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys watching. And thanks, guys, for watching again. Later.